I am 80 years old. From where I'm standing, life looks less like a grand journey and more like a final audit of a bankrupt business. You think you're wealthy because your calendar is full, but I'm here to tell you that most of what you're redoing is just noisy stalling. You're re-spending a currency you can TN back on things that won't even be in the room when you die. I know this because I spent 40 years being a coward in a comfortable chair. I've watched friends go to their graves with their best words still trapped in their throats. I've seen men build empires only to realize they're the only ones living in them. Regret doesn't shout. It waits until you're too weak to fix anything. Then it sits at the foot of your bed and whispers. My wife Elena and I lived in a house for 4 decades that was built on a foundation of things we did say. I remember a Tuesday night in 1994. The house was quiet. She looked at me across the kitchen island and asked, "Are we actually okay, or are we just used to each other?" It was a bridge she was offering to build. I looked at the television, thought about the morning commute and said, "We're fine, honey. Just tired." That was the lie that started the bankruptcy. I chose the comfort of a quiet evening over the surgery of a difficult truth. For the next 40 years, we were 2 ghosts haunting the same hallways, avoiding the one conversation that could have saved us because I didn't want to break the peace. But you cannot keep the peace by burying the truth. You are just building a graveyard and calling it a home. You're doing it right now. You're sitting across from someone you love, and there is a knot in your stomach. You think that by ignoring it, you're protecting them. You aren't. You are just slow bleeding the relationship to death. You think later is a safety net. It's actually a trapdoor. We've been told that a good life is about the absence of conflict. That is a lie sold to us by the exhausted. A silent house isn't a peaceful house. It's a room where the oxygen has been replaced by resentment. Conflict is the price of admission for intimacy. If you aren't willing to pay it, you're just roommates with a shared history. Imagine yourself 30 years from now. You're in a chair that feels too big for you. Your body is a house you can no longer maintain. You'll realize that the things you were so busy with, the status, the ego, the need to be right, were just static on a radio. The only thing that will matter is the weight of the hand holding yours. And if you've spent your life avoiding the truth, that hand won't be there. Or worse, it will be there, and it will feel like a stranger's. Time is a predatory lender. It gives you the illusion of abundance while it is actually collecting on your soul every single day. You don't have time. You are losing it. Being together is a physical fact, but being known is an emotional labor. Most people are too lazy for the labor, so they settle for the fact. Stop performing for an audience that won't show up to your funeral. Realize that later is the most expensive word in the human language. Understand that honesty is a gift. Even when it cuts, silence is a theft. The sun is setting on my life, and the shadows are very long. Don't wait for the night to start looking for the light. Go home. Speak now. Subscribe, if you don't mind.